Hey everyone, and welcome to another video with Spartan086. And today we're going to do Forces of Valor's Chinese aircraft carrier CV-16. So right off the top, obviously brand new out the box, Forces of Valor decided to do a whole new selection of warships and a series of them. So if anybody remembers Unimax, obviously you got Bismarck, Tirpitz, Iowa, Yamato, Hood, Arizona, and you had USS Enterprise, HMS Ark Royal. Sorry, just double checking. And that was pretty much the bulk of the ship classes that they did. They have decided to come out and do a new series of carriers. CV-16 is one of the newer kind of versions that they're doing. I cannot pronounce this. Apologies. Liaoning. Apologies to anybody from China. Might not doing too well on that. Liaoning. We'll just call it CV-16 for short. So they did this brand new aircraft carrier. They're also doing the Invincible class, HMS Invincible, as well as HMS Ark Royal and HMS Illustrious. They're also doing a new type of American aircraft carrier, USS Kitty Hawk, which is CV-63. So expect them all out within the next year or two. Now we'll go into more about the ship. So obviously this ship was recently purchased by the Chinese. It was a Russian carrier, similar to what the Russians have got now with the Admiral, I think it's Kutsunov's class. Apologies, sorry, can't pronounce that right today. Tongue-tied. It was a similar one to that. It was being built in the Ukraine. Obviously, when the fall of the Soviet Union, the ship was incomplete and it sat rusting away in the yard. The Chinese bought it. A Chinese company bought it on the premises of making it into a floating casino. Next thing you know, the Chinese government took the ship. Maybe that was the deal all along, was some company would privately buy it and then the Chinese would take it from them. Don't know. So Chinese got it and they started to build within it. So what they ended up doing was building an almost replica to the Russian class. Even within aircraft types, they put on the J-17, which is in a Chinese copy of the Su-33. They also have a type of Helix class helicopter that the Kamov Ka-27, which they use on board either for air supply or for anti-submarine warfare. Beggars, choosers kind of thing. You can pick and choose what you want to say about them. It also has on board Super Frelons, which was a Chinese copy of the French Super Frelon. Overall, this is what they built, put to sea not long ago, and it's doing pretty well. The Chinese have decided to copy the class. There's going to be a possibility of another 3 ships like this going to sea within the next 5 years. That speaks volumes for the Chinese Navy, who are in complete competitiveness with the US Navy, specifically the Pacific Fleet, which is centres around the US 7th Fleet. The Chinese now, at this moment, have the biggest surface fleet in the world. Their navy is growing exponentially pretty much by the day. I mean, they just put several new destroyers and frigates to sea not long ago, and some assault ships the other day there. So obviously, if you're watching the news, you'll see how this is affecting world balance, especially Taiwan and how they're feeling. Back to the model. This is my first Watterson's warship produced by them in the 1700 series. I've got to say, I am very impressed. If we go back to the old Unimax way, which was the ship was good, etc., etc., but it all came to how it was its stand. What was the ship going to stand on? Unimax gave you this tiny wee plastic, no really good looking bit to sit on. Watterson's, on the other hand, give you this fantastic wee wooden base, Looks lovely, almost replica like wee brass points. And then a nice wee stand here giving you information about the ship. Let's say for collectors, that's a great thing to have. Somebody walks in, they go right away, their eyes will get taken to this and go, oh, that looks very nice. And it looks like a proper collector's type of stand where he's put the ship. Overall, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. I think it's a great model, great way set up. The way it came is a lot better than what Unimax used to give. The accessories that came with it were phenomenal. You get the wee screwdriver, bits of plastic, everything you need to do this, including glue. Hats off to them. Wasn't cheap, but overall you get a great amount with it. Now, obviously the ship's sitting here. I haven't put anything on it. I haven't decided what I'm really going to do yet with it. I don't know if I'm going to keep it on the stand or I'm going to move it back over to this, into the plastic, which is the other cool thing. Obviously you can take the ship off and it can go back in there, and then we'll put the ship back up there. So overall, I think Watersons did really well with this. I love this kind of plastic resin outlook to the ship, as if it's steaming through the water on its way somewhere. Obviously it looks even better once you get the aircraft, which is the CV-17s. This is the issue-33 copies. You get 8 of them, not too shabby, on one side. And then if we go over to the other, we get the 2 Kamoff 27s and the two Chinese copies of the Frelons. You also get the I don't even know what they are down there, but you get obviously you get the shafts, and you get the propellers for the ship. What they actually ask is that you glue them on. You also get another wee accessory. Was when you buy it, for going over here, there was symbolism. It was supposed to be of the crew when they entered Hong Kong Harbour. It's supposed to say hello Hong Kong, and that was for the People's Liberation Army Navy. That is a mouthful to say, but take you in closer, you can have a wee look. So obviously I put wee things on, so I put the wee Chinese Communist flags at the front. The best thing to do is to glue them. I've got the blast pads up ready. Still haven't decided what I'm going to do, but it's still a nice wee look. You get to fit the air defence systems, so you can see surface-to-air missiles, anti-submarine warfare, and close-in gun, obviously for self-protection, possibly against pirates or against something that may have breached the battle group's defences. This goes all over this side as well, and it runs up to there. So overall, not too shabby. Quite enjoy it. I think it looks great. Would recommend it to others if they're looking for it. I think Watersons have done really well with this. The production has far exceeded what a lot of us thought it would, and I'm looking forward to obviously the British carriers when they bring them out. So the next couple of months, hopefully we'll see an updrive and obviously what's getting produced from the factories in China. This month we are hoping for the early production Tiger to be released. I know a lot of people have done the pre-orders and they're getting them out. A couple of things I will fault Watersons for now. They are not responding to any of my messages, and it's been a while, and it's a bit annoying, especially when you're trying to find out as much information as you can and they're not really supplying you with anything. I know they are busy, but it is supposed to be customer orientated, and you are giving them your money and you are giving them the support of keeping the business going, and it is something that they should work on, is their communications. The other thing that they really need to get on top of is shipping prices. I know a lot of guys have been saying that the shipping prices are absolutely atrocious. At the moment it stands at £47 to ship from China to anywhere. Well, I don't know anywhere in the world, but I know to the UK it's £47, which I think is disgraceful. It is a lot of money. And I know it's not just Waterson's fault. Obviously shipping companies are ripping it now for obviously during this pandemic, so but it is something they need to get on top of, and they have been told. So I hope you guys like this one, and I have got a future upcoming videos on two customized tanks. One's a Challenger 2 that has been upgraded to Street Fighter. I'm still in the process of painting that. I do apologise. I did say I would try and get it up as soon as possible. I'm really sorry guys, but my work has been taking a lot on me now, and I'm really struggling to try and get the videos up as well as get stuff done. The other customised tank that's ongoing now is a T-72 that is going to be upgraded to something very peculiar that you've probably not seen or a lot of people have seen. So hopefully that'll be up soon. It's still getting worked on, and I still need to get all the paint done, so that will be a few months before that one's up. So I hope you are enjoying the videos. Please like and subscribe, and obviously share it out to your friends if they're interested in that kind of thing. Hope you are all well, and until the next video, take care guys, have a good one, bye bye.